1, 2. Yo. 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 Yo, yo, yo. What's up, boys? How are we doing today? KF, what's up, buddy? What's good, brother? Alright, dudes, we got a ton of stuff to go over. Gonna be a busy few weeks until Team of the Year. We are in the final stretch, boys. Are you excited or what? It's gonna be non-stop grinding until then. Strategic grinding. We're gonna be trying a bunch of different things out. But a grind nonetheless. How many of you guys with these prices have just been buying out the Pro League and Portuguese League and just spamming the premium? I've seen a bunch of people hop on that. And we may do a test run today. I'm looking at my coins. I'm looking at my transfer list. I'm trying to think if we should start another experiment, but I kind of want to collect more data if we do. Has anyone been doing that kind of when I've been away for the weekend? If so, how's that going for you? Medi, what's up? Protect. Oh, hold on. I need to do the live sub count. Watch this. You ready? Pew! Look at those new subs, boys. You guys have been killing it with the support. Look at that. Boom. Bought 585s earlier for 3K. Now they're on 4K. I think they will rise more up Wednesday too. Yeah, I've stopped buying them daily. I've been getting enough grinding. But I'm debating, do we still buy them out daily if we need them? We also are going to go over whether or not people should save these for Team of the Year, whether people should use them to make packs for Team of the Year. It's really going to come down to a preference thing, but we're going to have to discuss the prices as part of that. So I think for tomorrow's video, let's have tomorrow's video be that. Kind of the grind with if you save these for Team of the Year, what that would look like. If you didn't save these for Team of the Year, what that could look like now. The coin situation, coins you'd be saving, coins you'd be spending, min-maxing. We'll go over all that stuff. All right, without further ado, boys, let's get into the dailies and catch up with chat. How you been? Good evening. How was your trip with the fam? It was fantastic. Ate a lot of food, had a lot of fun, and now we are on a treadmill. Not going for a run, but getting steps while we stream. Back to the grind, as they say. Hello from Belgium. Hello. Welcome. But you bought 500. GG. How many coins you making on that? That's crazy, man. I got 130 packs saved. I need to find a way to craft way quicker. Pale Tools is going to help a ton when it comes to min-maxing your time on a bunch of different things. We're going to have to make another video on kind of how to get around the soft bans, though, because especially going into Team of the Year, soft bans are going to be a thing that kill a lot of accounts in terms of people not being able to spam on Pale Tools. So we're going to talk about what you should do on console, what you should do on Pale Tools, how often to go back and forth if you have PS4 and PS5 versus if you have PC. Bunch of stuff we can go over. Premium 1 is on fire. I've made 200K and save only the small rare gold. Okay, so you're opening the prime gold at the end, so you get 12 cards back instead of 6 from the small rare. And you're saving a pack still, and that's been going well for you. Have you been packing anything crazy to get you to 200K, or has it just been a consistent, you're getting stuff, you're selling stuff, and you're making coins while doing it? Because if that happens to be the case, and we can scale that in bulk, that might be a move. However, honestly, hot take for me right now, I'm not even caring about making coins. That sounds great. I think I just want to save as many packs by Team of the Year as I can. which opens up a lot of avenues in how we want to do that. I'm literally decision fatigued. I don't know exactly what I want to do yet. Spamming the premium sounds fun. Stopping the mix doesn't sound fun. Doing a mix of both sounds great. And I honestly think that's going to be the way I'm going to do it. I'm just going to keep spamming both of them. I have 0 fodder and 0 packs, but I have 3.5 mil. What should I do? Do you still have your daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold and stuff from today? You could run an experiment for us, brother, if you want. Even if you don't have it, you could run an experiment. Yeah, I save it. I have 173, 45k packs. Okay, look at our number on ours. I want to get this to 1,000 as quickly as possible. How close are we? Because I want to see, does it get higher than 999? We're at 971. So we can hit this today. We can see whether we do all the mix, we do a mix of the premium and mix. It'll probably be a mix of the two. But I want to see if this gets to 999, if it becomes 1,000 or if it stays there. I did 3 icon packs and got nothing. I only have 3.5 mil. He only has 3.5 mil, guys. He's a broke boy. Okay, so what I would do is I would try, if you haven't done provisions yet either and you have some coins you want to put in provisions, you could do that to help you. But I'm curious, if you did the premium mix where the untradeable cards you're getting, and even tradables if you wanted to, you started grinding this while saving the Prem La Liga pack, the small rare gold players pack, opening the prime gold at the end to get 12 golds back, 6 rare, 6 commons, buying out the Pro League and Portuguese League cards that you need, selling on as many things as you can from these or quick selling them. I'm curious to see what your coins would do per run, on average, how many coins you're making, how many coins you're losing, is it break even, and then trying to scale that. I think that'd be a good way for you to not only potentially make some coins, but also make some packs in the meantime. Or you can be boring like us and just do the mix or do the mixed and premium together. Alright, let's finish these dailies. And then we're going to have to do a huge cleanup process on our account. We have a crap ton of cards on our transfer targets, transfer list, and in our club that are mixed, and in our dupe storage that are mixed. So if we want to grind the premium, which we have plenty of space to do, we want to try to get this as low as possible before we get into that, so we can just kind of rinse and recycle easily. That's what I'm doing, but I also have to buy some League 1 silver golds to keep spamming, which is fine, right? If you are making pure profit, if you're spending under 500 coins per card in the Portuguese Pro League and you're getting some untradeable along the way, you're spending less than 5k almost every single run on this. And I would argue most people are making over 5k per jumbo gold pack. You're making over 5k and you're spending less than 5k. So you're making pure profit in this section. If you include this in there, the Prime Electrum, just off of sheer quick sell value versus the bare minimum you can sell things for and get them to consistently go, like the gold rares, maybe some gold commons, start getting an analysis of how many coins on average you get back from this without any crazy pack pull. And as long as you're in a position where you're bidding on cards, using cards that are tradable because you don't have all untradeable, that's fine. As long as you're spending less than you're making pure profit in these two sections. And if you're using all tradables or all untradables here, you're ending this SBC run with pure profit. And then you also can save this pack as well if you want to. Open the prime gold at the end, or open the prime gold at the end, save this one. Or open everything if you don't want to save packs. It's truly up to you. But throw on daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold. Throw on the daily player picks with off-league gold commons. Throw in off-league gold rares for the 85 plus player pick daily. The tradable sections of the silver packs in those to get you 10,000 plus coins basically daily, extremely easily from that. Did I say the 8210s already with the untradeable informs you're getting and the cards along the way? Your cards in your dupe storage, you can get fodder that way. The 85s that you're getting that you're putting into winter provisions, if you want to put those back into this and open provisions packs, and get a crap ton of cards untradeable to use for League SBCs, or if you want to store those for Team of the Year, you could literally, with the prices right now, do this in pure bulk and scale it super high. You could probably do a variation of how we do the mix with the premium, especially if you have the coins. If you're someone who has millions, you could literally say, okay, I'm calculating. If I use all tradable cards, which isn't going to be the case, you'll have some untradeable along the way. If I'm spending at most this much, let me stock up on every single Pro League and Portuguese League card as possible. Let me stock every gold common from the French League and the Eredivisie League. Let me get bronzes for 150. Bronze rares if you can win them from the Eredivisie. Things like that are going to make it a lot easier for you to continuously go back in, rather than each time you complete it, going back in and buying 10 or 11 cards. Or if you have a lot of untradables, maybe like 5, 6, or 7, something like that. Just buy them all in bulk and just keep going. How many premium leagues did you do? Not as many as I want. I'm probably at 250 right now. I need to do way more. Alright, we need to finish these dailies though. If you guys are enjoying the stream, do me a favor, smack that like button. Subscribe if you're new. We're going to be live for a while today. Usually, we're not live on Sundays, but since I've been gone all weekend, we didn't get a chance to stream Friday or Saturday. Wanted to do a little makeup for you guys, but Monday we'll be back to 4 hours afternoon content, so whatever time it is for you right now, another hour and 20 minutes from now is when I'm usually live streaming. If you're newer, if you haven't been around in a while. I've been spamming premium all weekend and my coins were going up. Got to a point where I was running out of golds for Premier League, Serie A, Bundesliga, but are cheap or open provisions. Exactly, yeah. If you have to end up buying everything, it's going to be an additional cost. But along the way, if you're opening all those packs and you're getting 85 pluses, chuck those into provisions, easily getting more coins back without having to spend. You also could... See, here's the thing. We're talking about people being in pure profit, and then they're also talking about wanting to save packs for Team of the Year. So it's like both things are great goals, but trying to find a balance of the two, I feel like, is the way to do it. So if you're up hundreds of thousands of coins, and let's say you're 20 plus runs in, and you're like, yeah, I can continue doing this, but I want to save the provision packs. See, okay, if I ended up buying out some of the cards in the Premier Liga or some of the cards in the Bundesliga Serie A, how much additional coins are you spending? Are you now at a point where you're not making profit? It's more of a break even on the whole SBC? Because if that's the case and you can buy almost everything and break even, that's a benefit too. Because now you're just getting endless fodder, breaking even bare minimum. And if you get any crazy pull or informs and stuff like that, it's now pure profit, right? So like there's multiple ways you can look at it. I save all my untradeable packs and only open the tradable ones too. Dude, I have so many tradable packs from the mix I have to spam open. Should we honestly get those open today? Just kind of refill a little bit? I know I got a ton of stuff in our club, but maybe once we make more runs, we'll open some of those tradables. I'm up 100K. I save all my untradeable packs in Premium League. I'm saving 85 plus picks. And 80 10 plus picks for Team of the Year. Wait, I'm genuinely so confused. Are you just choosing not to open any packs until 2 weeks from now? That makes no sense to me. How are you saving the picks? You just go unassigned on the picks and you're losing your ability to open packs? Maybe you have a very specific club situation where that makes sense, but I feel like for 99% of people, that's not going to be a good call. Check your bronze players. Mumbo was selling some for 4K earlier. I no longer have really tradable bronzes. All my bronzes are from the mixed league, which are untradeable. I haven't touched BPM in a while. What, do you know the reason why some bronzes were up? Was it an Evo or something? Like I said, I've been gone. Think you lose like 4K in a whole run if you pack nothing crazy? So let's say if you bought out everything from a premium league run, okay? We just got an 85 and an 87 from a crafting upgrade W. Let's say you do that, right? let's say you get a 4K loss if you have to buy out everything in the premium mix. If you're already up 200K on the day, and you want to use 100K of that, so you're up 100K pure profit no matter what happens, you spend another 100K buying out more runs. Let's say you buy out another 25 minimum. You're still up coins in the day, and you're making more runs, and you're probably getting more coins back, so you're up more than 100K. And you just keep doing that over and over daily. I have 1.2 mil, nothing to worry about. It's a bronze cup? Okay. How long is it out for? Oh? Oh? Who do we have? League of Portugal, did we chuck him in? Even though it's an inform? Let's go. Yo, 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 what's up, buddy? How we doing today, brother? It's because I gave up on grinding after losing Formula coins. I'm messing up an honorary snipe, so I'm just collecting picks and nice packs for friends and to open while drinking. So are you doing like daily the 8210s and saving those? You're just buying them out or using whatever's remaining in your club? You're just going to have to continue buying everything out past that? Yes, yes, okay. I'm curious to see how that works for you. If you end up packing something from it, I owe you an apology, but I personally don't think that's going to work well. We'll see, though. Use your coins for the premium? Gotcha. Just a tip, maybe open your tradable silver packs because there's a few specials. Our silver who will discard for 10K at least. You're saying because we have informs that are... Each week we have informs that are that. Yeah, I'm going to open all these in bulk. We just got to wait till our clubs are relatively more empty. That way, if I'm getting a bunch of League SBC cards that I already have dupe, whether tradable or untradeable, I don't want to have to chuck them to my transfer list or quick sell them in that moment. I want to be able to kind of plan around it. Because now, since we're making so many coins in other areas of the grind, I don't necessarily have to sell my silvers. I can quick sell a ton of them and don't have to sit there and list constantly to try to make the little additional coins from it. But also, too, in my head, now with the tradables and untradables, we're reaching the point where I'm purposely trying to get my coins to go down. So if I can maybe use even tradables back into League SBCs, and that saves me time because I'm getting so many cards in bulk rather than having to bid or buy now, that's just going to speed things up even faster. So the recycle is going to get even crazier. Feel like the League of Portugal and Pro League will rise a lot soon. I feel like that's a guaranteed thing to happen. Which, like, if I were Marco or someone with millions of coins and they're not really caring about packs, personally, that would be the thing I would be doing. I'd be going unlimited to unassigned on Pro League and Portuguese League. Getting one of each in my club for sure. But then going unlimited to unassigned with the player pick method to go unlimited unassigned while doing your daily stuff. I feel like that's the move. Because, yeah, think about it logically. If people can make pure profit at least 5 to 10 runs of the premium a day very easily and more people get put onto it, people are going to all want to do that. And the prices are going to make it so it's a little less profit, a little less runs for guaranteed money. It's going to be then break even, and then it's going to be back to, like, super expensive. PC's already more expensive than PlayStation and Xbox, but yeah, it's just the logical next step. This guy George Best from a gold pack from the League SBC grind. Let's go. W, boys. All high-paced bronzes are expensive? Okay. And it's out for 1 week. Gotcha. I'm curious if BPM, if people are going back to BPM now consistently. Because when prices got lower on all the League SBC cards, I know a lot of people veered away from League SBCs as much. I'd be interested to see how that works. All right, let's do daily golds. So let's hop to Pale Tools quick. Paletta. Are the promo cards still super expensive? I saw Xhaka was like 600k day one. Are they still uber expensive? I haven't checked yet. I want to pack them so bad, man, for the Sunderland squad. Last week in a day, I opened 1K bronze packs and made so much, essentially with all the Team of the Weeks. Nice. When you said you made so much, realistically, how many coins do you think you made? Because I haven't touched BPM in a minute, so I have nothing to gauge off of that. Make a another video on BPM with like the current market and stuff. We definitely can. Alright, let me make sure we're into Pale Tools. I am inside of Pale Tools, boys. You guys see that okay? Let's go. Yeah, my issue with even like BPM or anything right now when it comes to making coins, I don't know if anyone else is in the same camp I feel like I'm in. But like I personally at this point really don't care about making coins. We have the ability to make coins consistently and we have been. Now is kind of the last kind of hurrah of making packs, saving packs, grinding packs. I'm trying as hard as I can to really focus on that. So if you guys maybe are low on coins, being able to build up to a certain amount could be a good idea before Team of the Year. But I feel like for most of us, we're kind of in the last hurrah trying to maximize essentially whatever our goal is. So like for me, that goal is going to be making as many packs as possible, tradable and untradable for different things to grind league specifics into more stuff. How does it work with the infinite packs and how many do you have already? We have almost 2,000 saved for Team of the Year. My goal is to be closer to 2,500. Essentially using a mix of different grinds that we have videos on in the channel, in the menu grind playlist in the description if you want to take a look. But essentially my two favorite ways to make infinite packs is the Mixed League upgrade and the Premium Mixed League upgrade. On top of the Daily Bronze, Daily Silver, Daily Gold, we essentially recycle these non-stop by buying out the Mixed League. And through doing that, we're making a ton of packs. In the long run, I'm also making a ton of coins. Not pack to pack in the front end, where it might appear like you're trying to make your profit back per pack. But in the back end, with all the off-league untradables, all the marquee matchups you're doing for tradable packs throughout the week with off-league untradables, the challenge SBCs for good packs throughout the week, upgrade packs that you're making, bronze upgrades, silver upgrades, crafted upgrades, all that stuff helps with the grind and essentially making you coins and packs at the same time. To a point where for most people, the reason it becomes an infinite loop or the reason it becomes you'll never run out of coins is because there's simply not enough time in the day. You could go back and forth between Pale Tools and console and still never be at risk of running out because your club is in such a good position. But yeah, if there's anything in particular you want to know about the grind, let me know. We can go over it more. Okay, it looks like we're going to have to restock some stuff. Let's do that real quick. Let's do Serie B. How much are Serie B cards right now for rares? They're pushing back up in price. Let's go. Which bronze cards are mainly up in price? I'm assuming the fast ones and the ones with good stats, right? I'm the BPM guy on PC. Time to send another batch. Let's go. Made around 100 to 150k with bronze packs. W. Alright, let's buy some more rares. And we got more grind videos coming on the way, boys. Ton of topics we're going to cover. How to avoid soft bans, SBC bans, bid bans, Pale Tools shortcuts, best back and forths between menu grind and console grind, menu grind and Pale Tools versus console grind. Specifically for Team of the Year, what the best back and forth is going to look like without that. What packs might make sense to save, what packs might make sense to recycle the most. We're going to be touching on a ton of topics. How are you going to handle the soft bans? Exactly what I just said. We're going to make a video touching on all that. Me specifically, I'm going to focus on, during Team of the Year, very specific things to open on Pale Tools versus on console. So for me, it's going to be the more simplistic we can make it, the better. So during Team of the Year, full Team of the Year, during partial Team of the Year, we'll keep doing our standard grind, no worries, mixed, premium grind, daily stuff. But during full Team of the Year, when I'm opening my safe packs, if I'm making my, let's say my small rare golds, I'm opening those up, these 6 rares, which is the final pack from the mix, and or the Prem La Liga one from the premium mix. If I'm spamming those, I'm going to have all gold rares that I'm getting back. It's going to be very easy for me to go into my favorites, go into the league-specific premium SBCs, and have a filter put in on console where I can select all gold rares, use only untradables up to a certain rating, and make a crap ton of those in a row when my dupe storage fills up, when my club fills up. The reason I want to avoid doing that on Pale Tools is that's a very easy one to do on console. Ones that I'd want to maybe use for Pale Tools would be, if I'm doing League SBCs still, a League SBC run or two of the premium. So like if we're doing a bunch of league-specific premiums for the Liga F, which is the Women's Spanish League, and the La Liga, because usually that one's combined together, we're going to get a lot of gold rares and gold commons from La Liga. You could put all those into upgrades, or if you wanted to, you could very easily, with all those untradables, get another small rare gold players pack from that section and continue going through the League SBC. Yeah, Team of the Year starts on the 16th. How do you bulk buy League of Portugal and Belgian League? A couple different ways. If you're like me and you have the coins and you just want to save time rather than min-maxing the amount of profit you can make from it, I would just go on Pale Tools, look at the buy nows that they're selling for within the hour where they're not instantly going. Now I would go through and I would just spam buy nows, where it's going to gray out what you have, and then whatever you don't have, you keep picking up until essentially everything's grayed out. You do that in huge bulk. If you're trying to do a variation of that while making coins at the same time, you find what the buy nows are going for within the hour. You just mass bid under that current buy now, store everything in the club, and anything that's a duplicate you flip for pure profit. The ones that work even better with are higher rated cards, like the gold ones, silver rares in particular, because silvers are higher rated than the bronzes. You need a 68 rating. So if you're getting a mid-tier 70 plus, so like 73, 74, and it's a rare, you need at least 2 rares anyway, so those carry a little bit more value, especially in lazy lists. That would be my recommendation of kind of taking care of that. Alright, 1 second. I gotta move things back around. He hasn't many packs because he's very efficient with his time, always finds ways to improve his grind, but most importantly, he's very motivated. Not only very motivated, it's just time in the game as well. We've been doing this basically daily since... Did we start around Black Friday? During Thunderstruck? I think that's when we started saving packs. So it's like just being consistent with this grind day in, day out for a long period of time. But if you guys are just starting, it's going to take a little bit to get used to, but no better time than before Team of the Year. Can you show the packs you have saved? Yeah, let me show those real quick. Ooh, another thing too. Okay. So we have almost 1,000 small rare gold player packs. That's the one we have the most of right now. We're getting close to 2,000 total packs saved. That's the one we have the majority of. We have some leftover kind of like small Electrums and small Prime Silver player packs that we're going to be opening and continuing to recycle into more League SBCs. So that number will go down and up. We have over 50 Winter Provision packs. On its surface, you might not think these are a thing to make sense saving for Team of the Year because it has a max rating of 80. So you might say to yourself, Mumbo, that's kind of stupid. Why would you save this? You're not going to pack a Team of the Year in it. Well, if you're trying to do League SBCs during Team of the Year, or you're trying to do League-specific premiums, which if you guys are new to the game, League-specific premiums are when they put the best leagues together. So like the Premier League, they'll put with the Women's Premier League, and you'll need to put in 11 rares. And then you get essentially a League-specific 25k pack. So you'll get a guarantee of at least 3 rares, and usually it's like, is it 8 gold commons from those leagues combined? And then you just make a bunch of those. So if you do the math on this, if we get 40 items in this, 25 of them rares, every single one of these you save for Team of the Year, you're able to make at least 2 league-specific premiums. If we get 50 plus of these, we can already do 100 plus league-specific premiums without having to do anything else. The other gold commons that we're getting, we can put into league-specific 1 rare packs that will be out. We can put those into player picks. We can put them back into League SBCs. It's essentially going to be a thing to help us non-stop keep up the grind while we're opening other packs. We also have 216 Prime Gold player packs. This number is going to get closer to 500. We're going to really start grinding the premium as well. Small Prime Gold player packs we started saving recently. That's going to get to at least 250. I really want to spam that one. Prime Electrum packs, we're starting to save these in the Jumbo Gold pack for Team of the Year. So these each will be at least at 150 to 200. Bunch of random like 82 plus doubles, 83 fours, things like that we're getting over time. What's my deadlift? I don't know what my true max is right now. I haven't religiously deadlifted in a minute. Right now, I think it's mid 300s, but I haven't PR attempted in a while, so we'll see. Right now, I'm trying to work on my bench, getting it to 315. I'm currently at 270. How are you? Did you watch any of the darts over the weekend? I did not, sadly. I do not watch darts. I know you guys have been telling me to watch darts. I've seen a clip of the audience screaming at Luke, and then he said something along the lines of, you pay money to be here, and that money goes to me for winning, so thank you for paying me, or something. That's cool. Let's go. Mumbo took my advice of saving winter. I've been saving them. What do you mean? No, we were debating opening some. But yeah, I've been saving a bulk of them for a while. But yes, thank you, buddy. Thank you for your additional help. 1K is crazy. How do you have so many cards to be able to do this? Are you constantly buying? And also, what's the cost that you break even? Orlando and anyone else who is relatively new, if you guys are confused in how we got to this point and how you guys can get to this point, I highly advise for kind of step-by-step guides. You look at the grind playlist that's pinned in chat. It's called the EAFC26 menu grind. It's also in the description. In there, we have a bunch of videos from newest to oldest on all the menu grinds we do. We have tutorials on the mix, tutorials on the premium, tutorials on Pale Tools, updates to Pale Tools when new versions come out, when new SBCs come out. We have player pick guides. We have BPM guides. We have essentially every menu grind guide imaginable. We have how to save packs for Team of the Year. And we're going to continue making stuff leading up to Team of the Year. So this week we're going to come out with additional videos. One of them that I want to work on for tomorrow is going to be whether or not saving provision packs makes sense. So you heard us discuss that a little bit right now with kind of the amount of gold rares and gold commons you'd get from it. Is it a benefit now to make more League SBC runs with it daily to save more packs that way? Or is it more beneficial to save those day to day so you have less League SBC runs completed, but you have more League specifics you can do during Team of the Year? So with that, we have methods with the mix where we buy out the mix in full bulk and do 25 to 75 runs a day. We have methods with the mix where we do a few runs for pure profit with mass bidding and flipping the duplicates we get. We have the premium where we're doing very similar things where we can basically use all the untradeable cards we're getting and consistently grind it over and over while getting the Portuguese League and Pro League cards very easily on bid for cheaper than the buy nows to make it even less expensive and flip the other ones for pure profit. There's a ton of like little tips and tricks that will help you along the way. Yeah, if you guys have any specific questions on those said grinds, my number one recommendation is when I'm not live, if you guys are watching one of those videos, leave a comment on the video because I get notified anytime there's a new comment, and then I'm able to see your question in real time off that notification, and I'm able to answer it. And most likely, if you had that question, other people had that question too. So that helps a crap ton. Buying League of Portugal players for 500 each a good buy. Right now, that should be essentially still guaranteed profit for the Jumbo Gold Pack. Especially if you're using a few untradables along the way. But even if you're doing 500 buy now for each and every single one, you're spending 5.5K on a Jumbo Gold Pack that bare minimum usually easily gets you 5K. So whether or not you see all those coins right away or you have to list some chem styles and stuff like that, that's dependent on how you're grinding, but I would say it's still worth it. Should open your tradable silver packs. You can time warp cards. We are going to open all those. We have to clear our club first. Otherwise, I'm going to get all dupes, essentially. Because we're very full at the moment with a lot of things. So we're going to spam... Today, we're going to spam open all our saved mix packs. But we got to get through this first. Because we have a full dupe storage. We have a lot of cards in our club. Getting more League SBC runs in, clearing a lot of those will make way more space. Do you save your crafting upgrade packs or you open them? The winter crafting upgrades, those are another thing that you can make a case for saving and or using. For me, as the 85s get more and more expensive, if you're not wanting to buy out your provisions for the 85s, opening the 78 plus times 3s, the crafting upgrades, you get a crap ton of 85s out of there, and you get a crap ton of League SBC cards that will continue helping you make League SBC runs. So, long story short, there's pros and cons to each. I would say to get more League SBC cards and more fodder, opening them is the way to go. If your specific goal is only to save the most amount of gold rares possible for Team of the Year, that's a very cheap and effective way to menu grind into those to save those for Team of the Year. Because they're extremely easy to make. So, I kind of make them in batches of like 25 to 50. Save them, but then if I need them, I open them. Alright, cool. Let's clear the dupe storage. My rule of thumb as well for dupe storage, you guys might see me using League SBC cards and say to yourself, Mumbo, isn't that wasteful to use the League SBC cards from your dupe storage? Why don't you do another League SBC run with them? You can. I would highly encourage you to do that for sure. But my rule of thumb is whenever you have a full dupe storage and it's stopping you from opening packs, I would worry about getting your dupe storage as empty as possible. So for me, doing these things, doing the player picks daily, the 80 pluses, where you're taking untradables and making tradable packs along with the player pick, the silver packs you get, daily you can make around 10K from those, which stack that throughout the week, you're making 100K plus essentially very easily if you're adding that with the 85 plus player pick. I would stick to trying to using as many off leagues as possible untradable in your club and in dupe storage, but after that, a very easy way of getting your dupe storage cleared is just chucking your commons into those. So you'll see me do that now. Once we finish that one, we have 3 of these to still make. Exactly commons, so we'll go in, we'll use these. Go boom, boom. The one that I would personally not use, and it's kind of depending on your sort of grind. If you're low on Pro League and Portuguese League, and you happen to have dupe golds from those, maybe keep those, but everything else I'm fine with sending. As someone who doesn't have a ton of time in the game, you think there's a point where pack becomes overkill? I assure there will be pack grinder in Team of the Year. I almost have 300 packs right now. There's going to be a min-max for sure, VMP. I'm glad you brought that up, brother, because we will make another video specifically on kind of if you're short on time, if you don't think you'll be able to save many packs, what's kind of the best route to go. The quick answer to that, if you have the ability to make any amount of coins right now, especially if you can lazy list stuff, if you can invest in informs, depending on your situation, I think making liquid coins can be a really good route to not only saving packs for Team of the Year, but being ready for Team of the Year. Last year we had 10 million coins that we mainly did through our Lib and Sud method with the silvers, which is very similar to how you can do the Pro League and Portuguese League one this year with their current price point. If you just focus on making liquid coins from now to Team of the Year, do your basic dailies when you get on the game, 8210s, yada yada, whatever. That's sweet. If you get fodder, you want to save some of those packs, cool. But if you have liquid coins and there's a very specific grind that comes out, like league specifics, you can buy gold rares for the league specifics. If there's an 8220 again, you have a crap ton of informs, you can sell a crap ton of those informs for a crap ton of money, and then use some of the untradables you have and then some of the tradables to make even more. So your best asset is probably liquid coins outside of save packs. Save packs is just another way to essentially save coins. Last year, the way we bought out gold rares on bid, we're essentially doing the same thing this year, but instead of buying out those gold rares, we're saving them in the form of a pack. My noob storage is filled with Team of the Weeks and 86 pluses. If there's no SBC that you're wanting to do, how do you guys feel about putting 86 untradables, especially the ones in your dupe storage, into daily provisions? Thoughts on that? Same with Team of the Weeks. If you guys have Team of the Weeks that are filling your dupe storage, use the 8210s daily with the Team of the Weeks there that you already have untradeable. I feel like that'd be a very easy way to start emptying it. What pack are you saving from the mix? The final one only. Don't confuse me having some of the other packs right now as me saving them. It's just I haven't gotten around to opening them yet. So the only one I'm truly saving from the mix is the final one. Hi man, I have a question and need your advice for my grind. I'm at the point right now that I also need to buy League 1 and Bundesliga section. So I was thinking about opening the group reward of the premium also. For less non-rares during Team of the Year. People have been doing the prime gold, opening that, so you get 12 cards, 6 rare, 6 commons, to help recycle more premiums, and saving the Prem La Liga one, which is the small rare, the only 6 rares for Team of the Year. You can do that. The issue is if you're not doing the mixed or any other grind, and you're simply just doing the premium into itself, especially for pure profit 5 to 10 times a day with that first section. And then as you sort of lose the untradables in other areas, if you're not using your 85 pluses that you're getting for provisions, and if you're saving those provisions, it's going to get more and more expensive as you go. An example we'll give is we had someone in our community who's been doing a crap ton of premium runs a day. He was up about 200,000 coins, and he wanted to know kind of what to do at that point when he had to start buying out other sections. If he can still do it for about a 4K loss at the end of the day on average with having to buy out almost everything because he's slowly running out of his untradables and it's getting more and more expensive. If you're up 200K on the day and you want to do another 25 runs minimum for an average of 4K loss because you have to buy more things, do those runs, end the day in more coins than you started with, and do the same thing the next day. Do little things to save you more coins along the way, where if you wanted to, let's say, instead of do the buy nows for 500 on the Pro League, Portuguese League, mass bid under the buy now. There might be more competition at other times, but after squad battle rewards, after marquee matchups, after daily SBCs with tradable packs, after a new player SBC comes out and there's tradable pack sections that are easy to do and they have silvers in there. Things like that would be great times to mass bid. And then also the ones you don't use, you can sell them on for pure profit as well. I bet on the Pro League in Portugal for 300. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, that would be my recommendation, brother. As it gets more and more expensive, find more and more way to save coins in that first section and make coins so that you can just buy it out to continue. But honestly, you're probably reaching a point where you're doing so many runs a day. Can you really do much more? It's more of a time commitment than anything. What do you do with your 84s? I usually use my 84s, especially the ones in my dupe storage, back into the 8210s. It's probably not the best way to use them, but I like doing them that way. Wonder what the gold, rares, and commons value in your saved packs is. Probably at least 15 mil. Probably a ton. I don't know. I mean, we could do the math and figure out how many rares are in the saved packs. And if we think rares will get to 1,000 coins. What's interesting is rares have value now. And usually they have 0 value leading up to Team of the Year. So that will be interesting to see what happens there. Also, too, something to consider. If League SBCs get more expensive in other sections, let's say the Pro League and the Portuguese League aren't going up in price, but you notice people are more consistently buying out rares for Bundesliga, Serie A, Prem La Liga, League One, Eredivisie. There might be methods similar to the first section where you can find, hey, these are consistently selling within the hour for said price. Let me mass bid under this current buy now. Get a bunch for cheaper than that, so not only am I saving coins, I can consistently sell these on in bulk for pure profit to walk away with more coins and or have it pay for more League SBC runs. Either way, it helps you. Do you lose money from this grind? There's probably 15 million different grinds that we're talking about. I don't know which one in particular you're discussing in terms of if you're losing coins. All I can tell you is if you look at our grind playlist, we have very specific methods to guarantee you to never lose coins when you grind. If you're doing things very strategically, you can walk away every single day with packs and more coins than you started with. And then if you want to scale it, being smarter with how you're buying, doing it more in bulk, there's pros and cons to that. It can save you more time and make you more coins. And then once you know that, how to scale it becomes a lot easier. So yes and no. I would say most people are getting better at doing it for profit, where they're not really losing money on the grind. But I would say a ton of people don't truly understand how many coins are in it. For example, we're doing this whole grind. I'm still in pure profit over hundreds of thousands of coins. Once I open all my tradable packs, we're probably at bare minimum over 1 million coins profit from just League SBCs in and of themselves over and over and over. That's not counting all the safe packs that I've made for Team of the Year that I'm going to put into. If we had an 8220, I could probably make hundreds of 8220s. And if there's a tradable pack in each one of those sections, that's 2 tradable packs. Let's say I'm making 2.5k-ish on each of those packs. That's 5k per one there. I'm probably making a bare minimum of 500,000 coins to 1 million coins just from the recycle. That's if I don't pack anything crazy tradable. If I get no nominee, no Team of the Year tradable, no crazy walkouts, that's just consistently selling gold rares, gold commons, quick sell value stuff that hasn't even been accounted for yet. So if you understand where the value all comes from, and we kind of record each step of that and show you guys long-term where the value comes from, outside of just the price front end, I would argue it's very profitable, especially at current prices. Only got like 30 packs saved, but still the most I've ever saved for Team of the Year. And yeah, I think for you guys, the goal should be against yourself and not other people. If you've never saved packs for Team of the Year, don't try to get to 2,000 plus like us. Tell yourself, hey, I'm new to this. Can I do a League SBC run in a day for profit? How do I do that? How do I set it up? Am I bidding? Am I buy nowing? Am I flipping anything? What am I selling in the tradable packs? What am I keeping? The untradables. Am I making a bronze upgrade and silver upgrade? If so, am I getting more League SBC cards that I'm saving coins on? Am I putting this into the premium? Am I making the crafting upgrade? Am I getting 85s? Can I put it in the provisions? Am I saving the provisions? Am I opening the provisions? Am I doing more League SBC runs with it? If I do the provisions off the mix, and I get a bunch of League SBC cards for the premium, and I finish the premium without spending a single coin for the Pro League, Portuguese League section, and I open a Jumbo Gold Pack, and I'm getting bare minimum 5,000 coins there, do I want to take that 5,000 coins pure profit plus, or do I want to use those coins to make more runs, save more coins in other areas, make more coins? It opens up so many doors. Why aren't you saving the 8210? Would that not be good for Team of the Year? I prefer enjoying the promos for now with some of the stuff that comes out. I've also played this game enough to know that almost guaranteed to not get a Team of the Year from the 8210s. So saving them in bulk, I think most people are going to be extremely disappointed. I think it's going to be a good way to get some fodder for sure. It's going to be helpful. I just prefer to use it now than be disappointed later. Also, if we got an 8220 last year, if we get something similar like that sort of grind, an 8220 is going to sound a lot better than an 8210. And there's going to be less fear of me missing out on saving those. But like, ask yourself the question, are you getting discard informs or discard promo cards during Winter Wildcards with your 8210s? Or now this promo, are you getting any of these promo cards? I've opened, at this point, it feels like hundreds of these. I've gotten nothing of value. What makes you think you'll realistically get a Team of the Year from those? Again, if your goal is to get a Team of the Year, that's one thing. If your goal is to have that grind into high-end fodder for other player SBCs to make it easier on yourself, absolutely go for it. But we're also going to get that in a ton of other things as well. So it's not necessarily needed. And also, too, one of the things we haven't even mentioned yet, but is the most important, we're talking about things from a profit standpoint, the best thing to save for Team of the Years, what's the best to open right now. The thing we haven't discussed is what is enjoyable enough for you to want to get on every single day and feel like you're benefiting yourself for Team of the Year, but also benefiting yourself now. There's a ton of people who want to actually enjoy the game now as well. And if you have more of a balance that way, maybe total pack saved is a little less than it could be, but your total enjoyment is going to be way more. It's going to keep you on the game longer, and therefore you're going to save more packs than you would have anyways. That's real as well, too. The difference between people grinding for half an hour a day versus an hour plus a day might be an enjoyment factor. Do you want to spend another 15 minutes at the end of your night grinding another 3 to 5 League SBC runs because you enjoy the process and you want to open some of the packs? Or are you going to go end your night with a Div Rivals game because you're getting sick of it? What's happening with the bronze tournament? Should I sell my bronze rares on my club? If you want to, you can. Bronzes are up because of it. Alright, so we have one more of these. Libin Suds will come back next time, I bet. Dude, I hope so to a certain extent, but I also hope not. I miss them for the sake of it being Libin Sud, but with the amount of cards that are now available to use for League SBCs, there's a reason it's cheaper than the Libin Sud. There's way more supply, especially for the golds. And now it's just going to be way easier to continue doing. Alright, let me quickly finish this one. Then we'll get into grinding some premium, boys. We got a ton of cards just laying around for the premium. And then once we've done the premium, we'll probably transition to doing a mix run or two. And then opening our tradable packs from the mix that we are sitting on hundreds of. See if we can get anything of value. It's damn near impossible to make a loss during doing this, even minimum efficiency quick selling. Yeah, and like, think about it daily. If you did the daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold, and you took all the bronzes and silvers and golds that you're getting from that to do the daily golds and the daily rare golds, and you're not doing even League SBCs at all, you could probably daily crap a crap ton of the 80 plus player picks to make silver packs to get you 10k plus a day, while also making some of the 85 plus player packs, so it will get you more tradable packs. They'll make you even more coins. You could probably easily make 10 to 15K a day, bare minimum just logging on. Doing that daily make you 100K plus in a week with very minimum effort. Then if you started saving League SBC cards, daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold, doing that daily, getting a lot of the Portuguese and Pro League section, you can start doing a full untradeable squad of the Jumbo Gold Pack, make another 5K plus there, get a bunch of League One Eredivisie cards already, buy very few if needed, get another tradable pack there, use all your untradables to finish the other section, and then keep doing that grind over and over. It gets crazy, man. Hello, hello. Finally find you live again. Hey, welcome back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, if you guys want to sell your bronzes, feel free to do so. I'm done with BPM at the moment. I haven't touched it in a minute, so I'm not sure what prices got to, what they could get to. But if they've been not selling, especially like League SBC cards, I've been extremely cheap compared to what they used to be for both the mixed and the premium. Might as well take the time to sell those. Alright, we got commons. Yo, did you guys see Fulham's equalizer today? Reed from outside the box. Dude, what is it with guys named Reed? They just know how to play football, man. Such a quality name. Made 290 packs, 100 high-rated other premium league packs. Thanks for your help. So hyped for this team of the year. Hey, let's go. Also, too, guys, don't get it twisted. It's great to save packs for team of the year, and if I've been able to help you make packs for team of the year, make coins for team of the year, yada yada, that's awesome. We haven't even touched on what the grind during team of the year is going to look like. Whether you had save packs into other stuff, whether you have 0 save packs, a grind into a grind. So there's going to be new pathways, new grinds into grinds of grinds of grinds that we haven't even dreamt of yet. So again, this is only part of it. It's going to get even easier and even better. How long you live for? We'll be live for a while today. Tomorrow's stream on Monday, we'll only be able to be live for an hour or so. It'll be a shorter one. But that will be the day we have our video go up on more kind of menu grind questions that you guys have. So if there's like specific things you feel like we've maybe touched on in a grind video, but we covered too many things in an individual grind video and you want things more broken down for example, the one tomorrow, we're going to discuss the pros and cons of saving your winter provisions for team of the year versus opening them before team of the year and using it in the grind. We're going to walk through a bunch of stuff like that. If you have very specific topics that you want kind of a shorter, I say shorter video, but like more in detail about a specific thing, we have that one that's pretty common. We have one for the crafting upgrades that's going to be pretty common. Do you save winter crafting upgrades as gold rares for the league specifics? Do you use them to recycle league SPCs now? People have the question when they're using Pale Tools a crap ton. They're running into the issue that after they're doing 10 to 15 runs, they're now getting SPC banned temporarily, or they're getting bid banned. Is there more beneficial ways to work around a bid ban or potentially not even get bid banned in the first place? We want to cover kind of all these topics as a way of getting you guys prepared to help you grind easier now, but save you so much time during Team of the Year as well. So you're going to see a ton of videos coming, bunch of content. It's going to be a grind, but this month will be a lot of fun. Don't you worry. This Bronze Cup is awful. People just put their controllers down after they score. I will try my best to get back into gameplay sometime after Team of the Year, guys. I'm just so head down in my own world that I don't even see those sections of the game. This isn't a footballing game to me right now. This is like a lottery system, and we're buying as many lottery tickets as possible. In silver packs, there are 8 time warps and 8 team of the week cards. So with your 150 tradable packs, you can get so much money. Yeah, so that's another benefit of potentially grinding the mix right now too, and not potentially giving that up. is those routes that open up for grinding those specifically and potentially getting those to maximize coins. So, for example, if you were someone who opened all your packs the second you got them from the mix, you might miss out on promos like this where you have a lot more stuff out. Team of the Weeks where there's a lot more stuff out. Obviously, each week's going to be different. There's times where I'm going to be having those packs saved. There's nothing for me to do that day. That's going to be common too, but weeks like this week, it really benefits you to kind of take this longer term. Because now, when it comes to making even more money back from this, or making even more pure profit, I'm now in the section where I'm making even more pure profit. The reason we're able to do so is we were patient. Alright, we'll be a little overkill with this one. Why not? Got left back. CDM. Made 50k with bronzes you had in your club? Nice. Yo, I run a West Ham past and present. Do you think Rice will get a card? And if so, do I open during midfielders or when they're all out of packs? You're most likely not going to pack a Team of the Year Rice if he does get one. Especially if you're running a past and present. I feel like it's impossible to get cards you want for the past and presents. Like my Sunderland, I will probably never get Xhaka. I'll probably have to buy his card off the market. We can grind for it. If you save packs in general for Team of the Year to enjoy it, I would continue making packs throughout partials and open the packs you're making. So for example, we've been talking about recently with the price of the premium mix, how for some people's grinds, without saving any packs or saving very few, it might make sense to drop any other grind whatsoever and just spam this daily. Spam this daily for pure profit 5 to 10 times, especially if you have a bunch of untradables for the first section. And this section too, where you're making just pure insane profit in these two packs. You have a bunch of untradables for these. But as you slowly use up all your untradables and you're buying out all 11 here and all 11 here, you're still most likely making profit on these two sections, but it's less than you were before. You're starting to get to the point where you don't have all these cards untradable here. So you're starting to buy some of those off the market. It's getting more and more expensive. You might get to 25 plus runs a day, saving, let's say, this pack instead of the final one, so you can get 12 cards from the prime gold that you're constantly putting back in while saving this pack. You might be able to do that 25 plus times a day, make 100,000 plus coins of pure profit, and call it a day. If you did that during Team of the Year, you could do that during Rice and try to get them during midfielders, but all the save packs you made in the meantime, I would wait till full Team of the Year to really recycle and grind like crazy. But at the end of the day, it's your call. I only enjoy making League SBCs. The rest I get bored of. I just enjoy the process, man. If I do the same thing over and over, I'll get to a point, not going to lie, where it gets a little repetitive and boring. But I feel like we switch it up enough where I don't run into that too often. So like right now, for example, we just did all the daily stuff. If I did it on Pale Tools, it would have been done a lot faster. But doing it on console, it allows us to kind of read chat a little bit more, kind of just sit here, chill, and grind. But in the meantime, too, we're clearing our dupe storage. We're hopping from the mix to the premium off the dailies. We did our 8210s. Gives us a lot more freedom in terms of what it is we're actually doing, where it doesn't feel like we're just sitting there and spamming the mix 10 to 15 times. We'll have a bunch of save packs. We'll open our save packs. We'll do a mini pack opening, a huge pack opening. We'll do a recycle craft, where we put all our stuff into crafting upgrades or player picks and stuff like that. It's like making mini grinds within the grind itself can be fun. I like building out 25 to 50 crafting upgrades, then opening those. Whatever it takes, man. Alright, we need 3 rares. Do we have Eredivisie rares? I think we have a bunch of low-end ones I put in my club, maybe? 1, 2, 3. And like little daily stocks like this, you don't have to go crazy on. If you know you need rares, and you can pick up bronze rares for cheaper than silver rares, fill your club with these. If you're bidding under the buy now, flip the ones you don't need for pure profit. Do things like this daily. Oh, we have the rares already in. Why did I not see those? Okay, so we have 3 now. Okay. So yeah, So like I have some cards that we packed I didn't have to buy, but a bunch of these I just mass bid 300. The ones I didn't need I flip for pure profit, or I'm saving on my transfer targets to use again. This will be a very easy way to save you some coins versus the buy nows and help you kind of keep the grind going. Especially if I know I'm going to have 10 plus easy runs of the Premier League, Bundesliga, Serie A ready to go. Might make sense to stockpile those other areas too. So like if I go here, I probably have a bunch of Pro League and Portuguese League golds and silvers I can use in my dupe storage. So I can go through these first, rinse some of these. Got a bunch of mixed cards I can still use as well. But yeah, 4 cards already there that I don't have to worry about. Then I can go into here. What do I already have? I have all these ready to go. Bunch of first owner ones. Some that I mass bid under the buy nows for easy coins. Get 2 rares in. Get the rating easily. Move things around and boom, that section's over. The videos have been very helpful. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be live for a while yet still. I don't have a set time. In 25 minutes is when we'd usually start the live streams during the week. So if you're newer here, that's kind of when you can expect us to usually be live. Alright, let's use League 1 and Eredivisie dupes first. 2, 3. Okay, so we got the rares needed. I can do the commons. We can go for the lower rated gold commons, because we have so many. We have higher rated cards this time. 2. I think that's overkill with another 75. But if I went to low-end Eredivisie and used just commons, I think we're good now. Yeah, it's 74. So another one done. Oh. Boom. 0 additional things I had to buy. Like you live stream, but now you're just trying to piss me off talking shit like that? I don't even know what I said. What did I say? Do 5 runs of the premium while you're online. Got 2 tradable team of the weeks. Promo, tradable, Apprentice tradable, and 4 walkouts untradeable. Nice, man. How much runs in mixed and premium league runs do you do a day? On average, I probably do 25 plus of the mix and 10 to 15 of the premium if it's a standard day. Past that, if I'm really on grinding, I can probably do 50 plus mixed a day and 25 plus premiums a day without really focusing on the premium. But if I really put my focus and attention on the premium, I could probably start scaling that even higher too. But I've been gone, so haven't been grinding as much outside of just kind of daily stuff. See the full last minute equalizer? Yeah, that was crazy. Are you live a lot during Team of the Year? Yes. Our whole account and our whole channel is essentially getting ready for Team of the Year. So we will be live nonstop as much as we can during Team of the Year. Specific stream times and stuff. Monday through Friday, I work a standard American work week. So for me, I go off of new content. For me, new content comes out on my lunch break. So that's usually the first time I get a chance to peek at what came out. But we stream 4 hours after new content. So for a lot of you guys in the UK, it's towards the end of your evening before you go to bed. So Monday through Friday, 4 hours after new content is when we're usually live. And then Saturdays, usually after Sunderland plays. So if they play early, we're live before new content, and then we try to stream most of the day. But for Team of the Year, it's just going to be nonstop grinding, man. We're going to try to find as many pockets of time as possible. I don't know exactly what that looks like yet in terms of pure amount of hours, but it's going to be a ton. My birthday's on January 31st, so that will fall in there too. Hopefully we can get like an Mbappe or something on my birthday. Again, that would be awesome. We got a Team of the Year Mbappe for my birthday last year. Alright, we'll chuck those in. Probably have some bronzes and silvers now too. Beautiful. We need another rare, don't we? Perfecto. Probably Prem goal of the season or top 3. Many times you usually do the mix before opening in bulk. Usually bare minimum of 10. For streams, I usually like making 25 plus. Something about the best club in the world? Oh, I'm a Sunderland supporter. Did I say Sunderland's the best club in the world? Where did I tell a lie? Where was the lie? Are you a Newcastle supporter? Have you packed the Team of the Year every year? Or has there been years when you didn't? I've basically packed the Team of the Year every single year. I'm trying to think if recently we haven't, but I don't think that's been the case. Last year, no pun intended, we got at least 6, but I think we got over 7. And the cool thing is you can kind of go back on the channel. If you look up shorts, live streams, videos, you can look up each section. If you go to live streams and go back a year or type in Mumble Elite Team of the Year, you'll see a bunch of old Team of the Year videos where you can look at me packing CR7 back in the day for Juve when I was still at my parents' house like 4 or 5 years ago, screaming in my chair, getting him on the web app. You can go back last year to see our endless grind of 10 million plus coins into league specifics. The non-stop 8220s, that was fun. Tons of stuff, man. Are the girls completely unless in the premium mix SBCs? Did you try to say useless but say the wrong thing? They're, like many other men's leagues, considered off leagues. So off leagues are used if they're tradable as quick sell or sell for pure coins. If they're untradeable, you can use them in bronze upgrades, silver upgrades, crafting upgrades, player picks, daily player picks for pure profit, marquee matchups for pure profit, daily SBC challenge SBCs for pure profit. There's a ton of ways you can go about using those. So they have a purpose to them, even if it's not for the league SBC itself. If you get a bunch of silvers from there, and you make a 3 common player pack, and you get a bunch of gold commons from the Portuguese League and Pro League over time, you're going to be happy with that. So, although it doesn't directly help you in that step, it indirectly helps you for the future steps. What date is Team of the Year? Team of the Year, I believe, starts on the 16th, which is a Friday, for partial Team of the Years. Done 30 run-throughs of the premium, and I've only spent $80K. How much profit just from the premium packs do you think I'll make without recycling? Depends on how far you keep going daily. There's going to be a daily limit of untradables if you're saving things like provision packs, where you're going to start having to buy more Prem La Liga, Bundesliga Serie A off the market, where then you're going to be on average making less per run than you were previous. If you keep doing that to a point where you're now operating in a loss for each run, that initial profit you made of 80K for 30 runs, if that was only today you made 80K on 30 runs, if you keep going for another 20 runs, you might get to break even or barely a little bit of a loss. But you don't need to do things for pure profit in this grind if you know what you want. For me, I want to take this grind as far as possible and put as many coins into the grind as possible because I know where the coins are going to come from in the backside. I have a bare minimum I know I'm going to get back. I know methods to save coins along the way. I know how many coins I'm going to make in different areas. If we get other tradable packs I can put untradable things into, I know I can maximize coins from those. I know I have tradable packs I can open that will give me a chance for Team of the Years. I don't know whether or not you're opening everything or saving everything, but there's tons of additional steps where you have even more coins you can make. And if you don't care about just making pure profit, let's say it's more of a break even, you could maybe take that 30 you're doing a day and push it to 50 for close to break even or a little bit of a loss. If you did 50 runs daily, all week, every single day of a week, leading up to Team of the Year, you're going to be in a really good position, both in terms of potential pack pulls leading up to it. Crazy pack pull gets you hundreds of thousands more coins. You can do even more grinding with it. Especially if you're saving one of the packs, you're going to make more and more packs that way. How many packs did you open last year? Thousands. Probably closer to 5,000 plus, if we count recycling. Because what's 10? If we just simply put 10 million coins into gold rares, let's say at 700 apiece, 700 times 7.7. What's 10 million divided by 7.7? Okay. 1,298 on average. If I put all my 10 million coins into just league specifics last year, not counting the recycles, not counting the 8220s into 8220s, not counting the packs from those packs, not counting the walkouts, the other coins I'd make from that to recycle into more, not including player picks, that number is easily probably over 5,000. And this year, we're going to have well over 2,000 packs saved. The recycle from that's going to be even crazier. So we're going to probably have to spend more time than we did even last year. How many packs are you expecting to save? Bare minimum, 2,500. Right now, we're approaching 2K. In the next 2 weeks, I want to take that a step further. Do we use 4 rares already? Yeah. Reds all the way. You reckon we'll have an 8220 this year or something like that? Whether or not it's exactly an 8220, I think EA will release something repeatable like that. The reason why I think so is, one, it's a chance for people to pack Team of the Years, which is great. But what it did was it was an ability for most people to suck their account out. People would make 8220s until they were out of coins and out of fodder. So I would assume EA would want to do the same thing so that people would spend FIFA points. And they want to do it in a way that gives you something where you feel like it's a really good grind, which it is. But if you take it too far, you can end up completely empty. Versus a lot of us last year, the way we ran it was if you invested in a lot of Team of the Weeks, you made a crap ton of coins off those Team of the Weeks. Or you saved a crap ton of coins from having to buy those Team of the Weeks. If you had saved packs and you're getting a bunch of untradables, and you built out Team of the Week packs to make more 82-20 runs, you save more coins too. So the more prepared you are for things like that, we don't know if it's going to be that specifically or not, but a lot of the packs we're saving that have gold rares and gold commons in them, we'll be able to recycle those easily, whatever it is. Do you think the mix is even worth it with the premium mix being so cheap? Depends on how people are grinding, and I will say that over and over and over, and I'll try to clarify a different way each time. What I mean by that is a lot of people are stopping the mixed grind because they're seeing if they open the premium, all the packs, tradables and untradables, maybe save one. They can make at least 5 to 10 runs a day easily for pure profit, and then make another 5 to 10 runs for a little less profit, and then another 5 to 10 runs for close to break even, to where they can get close to 50 runs a day and potentially have more coins than they started with. However, what I would advise is ask yourself the question, if you were originally saving packs for Team of the Year, are you actually saving packs in the process of doing this? Are you actually packing stuff you're happy with? Are you getting fodder? Or is it a way to potentially even out your account in the meantime when you could be saving more? The reason why I like the mix so much still is I do the mix into the premium. I don't even need the premium to do the mix. I can just do the mix into the mix into the mix into the mix. In the process of doing so, I can do my daily provisions. I can do crafting upgrades, an unlimited amount of them, as long as I'm still doing the mix. I'm still making coins. I'm still making packs. I'm still saving packs. I'm still able to do the crafting upgrades, the provisions. I'm still able to do the premium, and I can save all the premium packs and still be in pure profit. It's just more steps. So if you're not wanting to do the more steps and you're wanting to take more of a risk or cut corners a little bit, it's easier to do that now, especially if you know what you're doing. But it's not worth it for probably everyone to do that. If you know specifically how you want to do it and you can justify it, I'd say go for it. But like most things, there's a min-max to it. I think for most people, that min-max is somewhere between 10 to 25 runs a day, which is right around what we end up doing anyways for the premium. It's got to 100 smaller gold player packs, but I'm running out of Premier League players. Is it fine if I buy some of them? Yeah, if you're fine with spending the additional coins and making a little less. Sure. Do you start opening when all the Team of the Year cards are out, or from the start? Our save packs, majority of the save packs we will not touch till full Team of the Year, or the full Team of the Year, the nominees, the icons, everything is out. Leading up to the partials on the 16th, when we have the days where we have partials in, we'll keep doing this grind, mix, premium, and we'll non-stop open these packs. So let's say, for easy math, let's say I get to 1,000 save packs of everything. I have 1,000 of each of the premium packs. I have 1,000 of the final mix. Nothing else I have saved, let's assume. What the 16th would look like for me is I would no longer save any of the premium mixed league upgrades or any of the mixed league upgrades. Every pack would continue to be recycled and opened, which means for me, during Team of the Year, it'll be even easier to make these, and I'll be able to benefit from not having to wait till full Team of the Year to potentially pack something. I'll constantly be grinding. It's not like I'm stopping my grind and not enjoying the lead up to full Team of the Year. But by doing so, what that accomplishes is we get to make crafting upgrades even faster. If we're opening more packs, we're getting more off-league gold rares and gold commons. Think about the amount of crafting upgrades we'll be able to make. At that point, you can then make the decision and even step past that. Do I want to open the crafting upgrades, which is the 78 plus times 3, to make even more League SBC runs and make even more packs right now? Or do I want to start saving those crafting upgrades as gold rares for League-specific premiums when they eventually come? If they come on the 16th or that weekend, and you want to start building some of those out, you could start opening some of those, or you could start building those out to save for full Team of the Year. It's completely up to you. It's a time thing as well. If you only have a half an hour each day during Team of the Year, and you have thousands of packs, and you're not using Pale Tools, you're just simply not going to have enough time to open everything and recycle. So you kind of have to calculate when you're on, okay, how many packs did I open? How many packs did I recycle? What's my goal to get down to? You'll also have to figure out, is there something in particular you're wanting more than ever? So when Granit Xhaka gets his midfield Team of the Year card, because he's the best midfielder in the Premier League, am I going to maybe want to spend some of my save packs to try to get a very specific Sunderland player if my account is based on a Sunderland past and present? Probably. But for everyone else, it maybe makes sense to hold their save packs and do sort of a daily grind leading up to it. Like 1.3 mil in 2 weeks under 12.5k. Just asking because of that. Hoping to make a lot. Yeah, you'll make a crap ton of coins, buddy. You'll be cooking. Even now, if you just lazy listed the informs and kept picking up more, you'd probably just insanely make easy coins now and buy even more informs for Team of the Year. Bro, I just don't understand how you do the mix so much. I've watched your vid. I just don't see to have the players. I always have to buy some. Yes, we always buy players. And because we always buy players and we always have 10 to 25 runs that we're doing, by the time we get on stream and you see me open 10 to 25 runs, and then we recycle into another 5 to 10 from those saved 25 runs, you're probably confused on how we have all those cards ready to go. But it's because we're consistently buying them out. The same way that we have all those packs tradable that we're opening in bulk, that we're consistently selling or quick selling, we're consistently putting into the premium league for pure profit. We're constantly opening those tradable packs and saving untradable packs, and now saving all those packs that you haven't even seen the value from yet. So the reason it doesn't feel like a one-to-one from what we're doing to what you're doing is because you're not taking it as far as we are, probably. And you're not getting the added benefit to what our situation looks like. Which the videos touch on. We talk about things like that where it's like, hey, you might do this grind to a fraction of what we do. And that's fine. The fraction still works well. But if you're trying to compare your results one-to-one to what we're doing, it's never going to line up. If we're doing hundreds upon hundreds of runs a week, and you're only doing 25 runs a week, you're going to be confused in how we constantly have so many more cards. Oh, I put him in the wrong one. I'm an idiot. It's the League 1 in Eredivisie. It's like I've never done this League SBC before. Unbelievable. Alright, do we have any more comments? These. This is 62 work. It does cold. So good, W. What do you do with the high-rated cards like 86 pluses that are starting to fill up storage? My rule of thumb when it comes to my SBC storage is I don't consider it part of my club. My SBC storage is a tool to do more SBC runs of anything, and when it starts getting full, I clear it. So if you're running into the issue where you can't grind the menus as well or at all because you have a bunch of 86 pluses filled in and Team of the Weeks, I would start putting the Team of the Weeks into your daily 82 10s that you're making. I'd start taking your 86 pluses, and if there's any player SBC out that you want to do, start completing those player SBCs. If there isn't player SBCs that you want to do, but you have a full dupe storage of 86 pluses, you probably have a crap ton of 86 plus untradables in your club too. If you have tradable versions, I'd sell the tradable versions and make easy coins and put the untradables back in your club. But if you already have a full club of untradables and that's why your dupe storage is filling up, you have way more cards than you need to. I would start putting even 86s into your 85 daily provisions. I'd start mixing in 85s and 86s if you're running out of 85s. That way it helps clear it and keep things moving. You also can pair things together, so you don't have to go crazy with getting rid of your fodder. But let's say, for example, we have these throughout the week that you can do daily or throughout the week. Here's an 87 base icon upgrade. This isn't probably the best example to use, but let's say you want a chance at a base icon, and you have a bunch of 84s filling your club. Someone asked the question before, what do you do with 84s? I have a bunch of 84s in my club. I have nowhere to put them. And I'm also filling up 86 pluses on my dupe storage. Put a high-rated card in here, mixed with a bunch of your 84s untradeable. You're spending 0 coins. You're getting part of a icon done that you can do unlimited times for the next 10 days. And you also just got a small election players pack that is pure profit. These sections are some untradeable packs, so you're not getting coins on those. That's why I said this isn't the best example to use. But you could go through, even if you didn't want to do certain players to have them in your team, you could start accruing fodder this way and making coins this way. So if there's this is a bad example because those are high rated. What's Elise's? Okay, perfect example for Elise. Elise has an 83 squad. He's an 87 rated squad. 87 rated card. 86 is for these and 85 for this. But if you wanted to submit a bunch of 83s or a bunch of like 80s, 81s, and then an 86 into here, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but you get a 2-player pack. I'd then go through the player section and find all the best valued ones. Is there a bunch of low-rated squads you can go in and complete with your low-rated cards mixed with one high-end, one in your dupe storage? Again, not touching what you have in your club, not touching your ability to make any high-end SBC that comes out when it does come out, but to simply make room for yourself in here. Can you do where is it? Is it the campaign mix? We have another less than 2 days to do this. 84 rated squad and 86. Both gave you decent tradable packs. You need a team of the week for this one. Get this done. Not only get rid of a bunch of low-end dupe storage mixed with like an 86 and some of your 86s, get an additional 86 plus card that could be insane and you'd be happy you have it, or it's an additional fodder card to use for team of the year, right? If there's a team of the year SBC that comes out or a nominee, team of the year nominee that you really want to do, or an icon SBC that you really want to craft during team of the year, let's say we get an insane Hullet or another insane Dino, or we get like an Mbappe player of the month SBC. You really want to grind it. It's these little things now where you're using your dupe storage for your still somewhat high end with 86s, but turning those into additional 86 pluses that you can put in your club that aren't the same thing, that are going to help you in the long run. That would be kind of my next step for you. Been saving my dailies for 2 weeks. Got 60 bronze and silver premiums. Gonna open now. Spam Premium League SBCs. Nice. Alright, another tradable pack. More fodder cards. Beautiful. So you might lose a bit of coins from it, but when you put the cards you get back into the premium, you make the coins back. No. So, you are correct and incorrect at the same time. I would compare it to something, Jamie. When you open a single bronze pack, Jamie, I don't know if you've ever done the bronze pack method. When you open a single bronze pack method, do you say bronze pack method doesn't work because you opened a single bronze pack and you didn't sell the cards on instantly from that single bronze pack for more coins than the bronze pack was worth right away? Like when Lib and Sud were out and they were 1.5k, when you opened a bronze pack and you didn't get a Lib and Sud card in there, but you got a bunch of other League SBC cards that would go for 200 by the end of the hour, and other stuff that if you relisted for 200 coins would eventually sell, you wouldn't consider that a loss. The same way that you wouldn't consider buying out the mix necessarily you losing coins because you bought out the initial value of it. You just bought out the initial value of it. So the way we treat the mix is I don't treat the mix as me buying out cards, meaning I need that many cards per run, yada, 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 the same way I'd compare it to the premium. If I'm going to buy out all these anyways, and there's a set cost to that, which we have a value where we go over set costs, specifics. The most I would ever spend on this, depending on what the prices are at, bare minimum. I treat this as a form of BPM in and of itself. I will spam these to do more of these and to do more premiums. So if I do 25 runs of this a day, like I said before, and I open 25 on stream, you guys might see me from those saved 25 pack some informs, pack some walkouts, pack a promo card tradable. But low end, I'm getting a bunch of gold rares that I'm selling for 750, 800 coins. I'm getting a bunch of gold commons that I'm consistently listing for 350, 400 and getting sales over time. If they don't sell, or I don't have space, I'm quick selling and getting 260 coins on that. If I'm not selling my silver rares, I'm quick selling those. If I'm getting a League SBC that's a mixed card, I'm putting it back in my club. And then I'm able to do another 5 to 10 from that. Then doing another 5 to 10 from that. Thank you for the sub, by the way. Appreciate it. If I'm doing another 5 to 10 from that, if I'm doing upwards to 10, if I'm opening another 10 runs, I can probably do another 2 to 3 from that 10. And that initial 25 that I bought out ended up becoming an additional... I take that daily, I don't know what that end number is, way more than the initial 25. Then in the process, I'm able to do another 10 to 15 premiums without really having to spend anything. But if I do spend on that first section, or I use our methods for that first section, I'm spending very little and getting just pure profit each of those runs, versus the people buying out each of those sections daily, which I'm benefiting from. The crafting upgrades I'm putting back in, the daily provisions I'm saving, the Team of the Year packs that I'm saving that I haven't even touched yet, that'll be more coins later. All that value, we haven't even gotten back into the club in the form of liquid coins that we are gonna in the back end. And I'm still up hundreds of thousands of coins by the time I open all the tradable packs that I have now and selling everything that I have existing now in my club. I'm at over 1 million coins of pure profit without packing anything insane from the tradable packs. We got the Eusebio when he was 5.5 mil untradable, but I got nothing insane nothing insane tradable that made it out of the norm for me to get that amount of coins profit. It's just consistently doing this day in, day out, strategically saving things for when there's a lot of silver Team of the Weeks, silver promo cards, opening during those times to increase our chances, listing cards to increase our chances, saving time by packing League SBC cards and not having to buy them out on the market, and having enough coins to consistently do this in bulk to where we can benefit from saving packs and open when we want to. Does that make more sense? Came to my max of 300 SBCs today. What do I do now? Did it happen on console in Pale Tools or both? If it happened on console, does it let you use Pale Tools still? The pack weight's so bad this year compared to other years. Yeah, it's not fantastic. Dedication is key to this grind. It's not even just dedication, it's just consistency, right? If you consistently show up and do something that you understand has value and works, it will continue to work even better long term, right? If you can understand how it's going to compound on each other, continuing to do the same things that worked before will continue working, will continue to work even better. Alright, I'm going to chuck in some 86s too. Because why not? What's good, Mumbo Jumbo? Do you support buying Team of the Weeks for 12.5k and then selling them when Team of the Year drops? Yes and no. I would say if you're going to do that as an investment, especially if you're going to put all your coins into it, I'd be opposed to doing that and not grinding now. Do it in between. Buy some, forget you have them. Or use our methods with Team of the Weeks that we have videos on to pick up the ones that are 82 rated and below at current market prices that have even more value because they're not in packs. You can consistently make even better lazy lists on. And even if you invested in them for Team of the Year, I would consistently list those and make coins on them and buy more. It'd be a thing that even if they don't go up as crazy as you thought during Team of the Year, you're making coins on them now. If there's a daily fluctuation, make coins on the daily fluctuation, the same way we would the League SBC cards. I just wouldn't sit with a full transfer list of 100 Team of the Weeks and do no trading in the meantime. Or do no League SBC card storing on your transfer list. That would be the main thing that I'd be opposed to. As someone who uses our transfer list to do the mix way more efficiently, that would be very annoying to have all Team of the Weeks on there. But if you get one of each and chuck them in your club, that's not a problem whatsoever. You just got to make sure you're not accidentally using Pale Tools to put them in a SBC, whether it's an 8210 or whether it's League SBCs. Because I've seen some people accidentally submit some crazy stuff into League SBCs. Including, no joke, in past years, people have accidentally put Team of the Years in League SBCs because they weren't paying attention. How about on Pale Tools? I would go to console and see if you can still build packs. Then I'd build packs on console. Or if you've already grinded that hard and that long, that's what she said, maybe call it a day. Because you probably spent hours at this point, would be my guess, right? Finally made it to 500K? Hey, let's go. What did you do to make it to 500K? Would you say it was like your main way of making coins? Oh, do I not have a third rare? Dude, I'm an idiot. I do this League SBC a million times and I always forget. But it's like an example of something I will do off stream, just so you guys understand like the additional things that I'll put my coins into in ways that I'll save myself time. So before I open, or after I open my tradable packs, what I'm going to do is any Pro League and Portuguese cards that I don't have, I'm going to continue buying out at the current prices so I can do more and more runs of the premium. With the liquid coins that I have, on top of the dailies and the untradables and stuff we get. So even though I'm buying out a crap ton of them, doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to use them either. A pro of that, and I'll put you on game with this, if I have all these tradable silver packs I've been getting daily from the player picks, 5 all these I've been saving from the mix, and I don't get any sort of promo card or team of the weeks from these, but I'm consistently getting Pro League cards and La Liga cards, or not La Liga, Liga Portugal, I'm not going to sell them right away. My club's going to be relatively empty. That's why we're going through all the SBCs now before we open these. That way I can get as many of those League SBC tradable cards in my club. And then later, when the ones I don't have, if I notice their price is still down, what I'll do is I'll buy more. And I'll have everything. By the time tomorrow rolls around, if prices have magically jumped up another 200 coins, I can sell every single one in my club that I packed for pure profit even more. And then the ones that I bought for the current buy now or under, if I wanted to mass bid, it'd be even better. Now that they've gone even higher in price, I can sell every single one that I bought on for pure profit. Or I can do a mix of the two, sell a lot on for pure profit, save another 5 to 10 runs. Or, better yet, use them all. Understand where that value came from. Understand how many coins I could make on it. Understand how many coins I have. Understand my goal is not even caring about profit at this point. This would be where I would differ from some of you and say, hey, I don't care about profit now. My goal is to get as low as the amount of coins I can get because I'm saving so many tradable packs from the premium. I know where the value is coming from. I know my untradable packs I'm saving, the value is going to come from there. I now want to just put as many of coins into this grind as possible. That's the next shortcut I'm going to take. But daily, that looks a little different. That's not just buying out everything daily. That's also strategically selling or strategically opening. If I open these when they double in price, do you think it's more likely or less likely that I pack Pro League and Portuguese League cards when they're 1,000 plus versus now when they're 500 and under? I'm probably going to pack a crap ton more when they're 500 and under. So even though I'm opening these packs when they're cheaper, it's probably actually better to do so, especially if I'm not using them right away. So there's a lot of like little tips and tricks like that you pick up over time that might not necessarily make sense off the rip, but the more you do it, the more you're like, I can see. League SBC's BPM and gameplay. Started FC about a month ago and have a goated team already. That's awesome, bro. More than anything, I'm glad it's only taking you a month to make 500K. And anyone who's struggling to make coins, think of the things he's doing daily. What he's doing to make those coins. He's doing League SBCs. He's doing some BPM. And from gameplay, he's able to get to a point where his account is already as good as it is. That's a huge W, man. put in a 68. Players from one club. Who did I use from the same club? Oh, no. How did I make that mistake? No. I need to use 76. Ricardo Pepe. Players from the same club. I still have too many. Same club again. Okay. Another 76. I don't have a 76. I gotta use one more. Can't wait to get 15 wins after the AI patch. Currently hitting 10 to 11 wins. How's the new year, Junior brother? Fantastic so far, brother. New year. Newer grinds. Newer Mumbo Elite. Newer step goals. Newer workout goals. Newer stream goals. Newer video goals. Newer channel goals. Newer business goals. Newer work goals. But whether or not we achieve them, we grind it anyway, baby. How about you, man? What you been up to? How's the family treating you? Dude, Van de Ven is so fast, bro. Mayenda is one of the fastest players on Sunderland. He had a step and a half on Van de Ven, and Van de Ven still just absolutely cleared him with pace. That was a scary thing to see in real time today. There's levels to pace. Oh yeah, man. Love to hear it. Good luck with them. Thank you, brother. Speaking of them, I have a few more things I have to do this evening. We'll be live for a while still. We hit our step goal for today. Hit our cardio goal. Hit our stream goal. But we're not on the pack goal yet. We got to keep grinding. PP share play me. You want to show me your PP on stream? Is that what I'm hearing? If we can get an age verification, send the share play over. Exclamation mark PSN. Icon PP, yeah. Feel free to share play it if you want. Exclamation mark PSN. That's something we'll have to talk about during Team of the Year as well. We haven't done share plays as much recently, just because I haven't been talking about it much. During Team of the Year, if you guys ever want to share play stuff, I am more than willing to do share plays. We'll have to discuss when and where and what will be kind of the ways of doing that, though. Like, if I'm opening thousands of league specifics from our safe backs, share playing, like, you doing bronze pack method might not make sense. But, like, if you're about to do an icon pick, if you're about to open, like, an 80 to 20, like 10 of them or something like that, we'll find kind of, like, what makes sense to share play and what doesn't. But for the most part, yeah. Feel free to share play, man. We love... How do I word that without coming across as a wild thing to say? Who's nonstop hitting the heart emoji? Appreciate it. I see it in chat right now. Just a bunch of heart skin spam. Does that do anything? Does that, like, share the stream with other people? Is it like a recommended thing? Kind of like TikTok, the more likes it gets, the more push it gets? That would be me. Dude, I grind menus like MF, work, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, even when I'm in the toilet. You know what's going to be crazy? It's gonna feel so foreign after Team of the Year, just grinding to open the packs right away. We're gonna be sitting there and we're gonna be like, wait, you just want us to rip these? Does it make sense to rip these right now? Are you sure you don't want us to hold for something? Alright. Try to clean up a tad bit more. And then we'll get started, man. Can we do 85 plus PPs? Exactly 9 rares. Dude, do you play Balloon Towers Defense? Yo! 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 Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Alright, we see it. Give me a second. Alright, dude, we got an icon PP. Let me know what you guys got in yours. Come on. Open that bad boy up whenever you're ready. Barassi. One of my favorite Italian center backs ever. Absolute baller. Beckham. Okay. Here comes R9. Incoming. Lam. Cooked, is the kids say. Where do you stick? Stop it. Icon. But yeah, thank you for showing me your PP, man. Appreciate it, dude. If anyone else has a PP they want to show me this stream, feel free to send it over. Until then, I will continue working on my own PPs. Lams 200K. You know who's more than 200K? Granit Xhaka. Or I think he is. I don't know what his price is now. But we'll check after this. I haven't seen his price in a minute. Bustos. Atete. Alright, let me see. I need this Granit Xhaka in my team. He looks so good, man. Let's go to special midfielder Sunderland. Oh, he's cheaper. Okay. How much is cheaper? Is he 1.5? Ooh. Oh, did I find a deal? Watch me snipe one for under 100K. That card looks so good, man. Ooh, him and Siddiqui in the midfield. I can't wait to see what our team looks like after Team of the Year, man. We need to do some Evos beforehand, but I'm also like cautiously holding out on Evos so that my ratings don't get too high before Team of the Year. So like, it might look like we're behind the power curve because we 100% are. I've been lacking on squad battles gameplay to get them done, but I'm trying to keep them at like 85 to 86 rated. That way we can hopefully get some big upgrades. Alright, what else can we check in? What do we got? Liga Portugal, Libertadores. Bia. Just like that. All right, come on. What a 385 plus. Granit Xhaka. I will take a Mapi Leon, though. We'll take an 89. Cold. Private. 85 PP. Okay. Let's do more premium. Keep running through, baby. Cooking. Absolutely cooking. Pro League. 2. Also, if you want to min-max time in this, rares become a little useless in complete bulk. I'm not saying to put in more rares than needed. It would still be beneficial to keep and only use 2 rares. But there reaches a point where you just kind of club stack everything and use everything. Or you use it as an indicator, I'm getting low on commons, but I have a crap ton of rares. Let me restock now, or let me open tradable packs. However you choose to view it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of these commons. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's still overkill. That's still overkill. Ooh, ooh. Not too many from the same team. W? That one's done. Premier Liga. See, I feel like I could do another 20 runs and not be anywhere near running out of rares and commons for both the leagues combined. Right now, I'm using mainly just commons and rares from the Prem. I feel like I haven't touched La Liga at all. So if I did another like 10 to 15 runs, at that point maybe I hit a point where it's like, okay, now it's going to become a little bit more wasteful if I bought these out or if I wasn't recycling the mix. But that's like another thing I want you guys to pay attention to is like, when you guys say, is it now worth it to buy out these cards? Another way I would view that, especially if you're someone who's in that position where you're like, I want to keep doing the premium, let me just buy out these cards. Imagine if you were, on average, buying the cards for the premium for the same price it would cost you to do the mix, where you're getting basically the same cards that you'd want to use and buy anyways, but you also have the chance of packing other stuff and recycling more. That's what the mix offers you. Which packs do you save for the premium mix for Team of the Year? I originally was saving the final one in the Premier Liga. I'm now saving everything from the premium because I'm not doing the premium just in the premium. I'm doing the mix in the premium still. About 15 to 20 times a day. One. 3 this time, remember. I can't do 2. We get out of Silver Commons. I'm officially out. Done it, boys. Cooked. Yo, El Mamba. Shirtless. What's up, buddy? What's good, brother? Oh, I was still in the party with him this whole time? Whoops. I forgot to leave. Me and Oya were just chilling. He got sick of hearing me talk unless I was muted. Imagine I wasn't muted. He's just sitting there hearing me talk in the party and then like 2 seconds later through the stream. What's worse than hearing Mobile Elite talk? Hearing him talk twice. Maburo? Hot take, if you're going to be overkill with something, probably be overkill with golds. So I feel like I pack those constantly. They fill up my Duke storage more than anything else. So I'm going to do that. Aren't you wrong? You read that? I read El Mumba and then Mam Burro. How did I read that wrong? I feel like I read that right. One. Ramos. Zaire. Give me all the gold commons. Give me all of them. Toss them all over. Give me Cho. I'm a Cho man. I want Iguodala. Alright, Van de Woof. Not enough. Is 66 enough? Nope. Watch it be 69, I guarantee you. It's going to be 69. Nope. 70? Nope. 72? Nope. 73? Nope. Surely 75. Yeah. I don't have enough rares! Oh my gosh. I am the literal worst. Memory of a goldfish. Recorded. PP. Show some facts. Are we getting close to 1,000 of the small rares, though? We gonna see that happen today? Might be tomorrow we finally hit it. Has anyone watched Igor play consistent football for Brentford? Did he just, like, come out of nowhere? Because I remember when most of his goals were, like, penalty goals, and then he was struggling to score. And it felt like he's non-stop scoring. He got the hat trick, and now they play Sunderland this week. And I'm now scared. Can I move anyone else? It's your short, by the way. What's my short? Oh, shoot. I forgot to shout out the members. The link above your great pack for Team of the Year. He killed me. Oh, gotcha. Yo, let's give a quick shout out to the members. If you guys want to become a member, !member in chat. You guys get a nice little badge next to your name, some cute emotes in chat. You get the Mumbo emote. You get the Lib emote. Oh, dude. Do we have to add a Pro League, Portuguese League emote now? Now that Libin suds are no longer a thing? We might have to do that. Let me get the member list pulled up. Un minuto, por favor. We currently got 7. Originally it was 6. Now it is 7 members on the channel. We got Jose, who became a member 27 days ago. Appreciate you, buddy. We got KF, who became a member the previous month. He's on his second now. The nice little silver badge next to his name. Sudex has been a member for multiple months now. He has the gold one next to his name. Kaner, 3 months. He's got a gold one next to his name. Mikey, 22 months. He's got the Team of the Year. Carlos, 43 months. He's got the icon in Amir HD. 46 months of being a member. GG, dude. Absolute baller. If you guys aren't subscribed to Amir HD, I feel like a lot of you guys are, but feel free to check out his channel, man. He's the opposite of whatever we are. If we're a degenerate menu grinder, he's a degenerate... Yeah. Hey, he's just a degenerate. We all are. Alright, another cam. Beautiful. Beautiful. Another run done. Keep them going, baby. 0 coins being spent here, boys. This is all just recycling what we already have. We're cooking. Let's get more of these golds out. Let's get them all out. Oh, we might be out of commons, actually, low-key. we might be out of commons, boys. Pablo Felipe. Okay. Triple gold, got another one there. League 1 Eredivisie. We should be out of our golds for League 1 after this one. We'll have to replenish eventually. 1, 2, 3. I think we only need 2. Do we need 2 or 3? That's enough. Still works. Okay, we did need 3. Stay back. Bang. Alright. Run through more Prem. What we could do, let me start doing this. We'll do gold rare and then gold common. 2, 3, 4. Gold common. High. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. That still works. Okay. So we are more cleared now. What we're going to do is we're going to finish this premium. I'm then going to sit here and spam open the silver packs from the mix that we had saved up. See if we can pack any promos or team of the weeks. So let me do this run, finish this, and then we're going to try to be as collected as possible and do a mix run so that those packs come to the front. Specifically the ones with the silver pack in it. We'll do that section. Get it to come to the front, and then we'll be cooking. Literally cooking. We'll be good to go. Alright, we can start doing some Bundesliga as well. Some lower end ones in here. Bunch of bronze commons and silver commons I haven't used yet. We should be overkill in the other areas. I'm assuming this is a 78 rated. 75 rated. I'm an idiot. I thought I was going to have a 500 IQ moment there. Never mind. Miscalculated. Six. Eight. That works. Spot A. Okay, striker. Center back. Did I pick the worst positions possible for every single person? There we go. What rares do I buy for the League One and Eredivisie? If you're trying to do it in bulk daily after you've done a bunch with your untradables, the cheapest you can get, whether that's a bronze rare or silver rares, I would avoid buying the gold rares. They're not needed. I've been doing bronze rares for 300 and under. If they're, I don't know what price they are right now. If they're the same price as the silver rares, I would just mass spend the silver rares because the rating is going to be higher. And then a bunch of gold commons, you bid 300. Okay. Mixed. Dang it. We did that one already. So we could do small electrums first. Let's do that. Let's open all the small electrum packs first. Got 81. Walk out in the first one. I swear, guys. League SBCs don't work, boys. They never work. 88 tradable in the first one. And a League SBC card for the first section. W. Do you also cycle the crafting upgrades? Yes. We cycle off leagues with crafting upgrades, make 25 to 50, and then we either save them or open them, depending on what we need at the moment. Okay. Walkout. Alright, how much is it going for? A 10.5. We'll take that. We'll take that. What were you writing? Is it some XL thing? No, I made a clip on YouTube. so I could come back to it later. Okay, so for you guys, listing gold commons that you get for bare minimum price, they can sell for that, is going to be better than quick selling. But once you reach a certain point, it becomes more beneficial to min-max time and efficiency than coins, if you're in my boat. So again, these two, I'm going to use these for future runs or sell them on for even more coins later. So me not selling these right now doesn't mean I'm missing out on the coins from them. I'm either going to wait for them to get more expensive so I make even more coins on them, or if they stay the same price, I'm going to have these in the club, buy a lot more for the same price, and keep doing these for extremely cheap. So we benefit each way. As you see, whether it's a walkout, league SBC cards, consistent golds, it's just easy coins, man. Easy coins. And again, I can list these if I wanted to. I might occasionally check to see if a gold has some value, but for the most part, I'll save the league SBC cards and get rid of the rest. For the silvers, I should say. Alright, we could probably list that for 800. I will say, the League One and Eredivisie golds, I have been keeping. You can do that if you want, it's your call. I just find I'm going to bid on them anyways, I might as well keep some in my club. Again, when you're not caring about coins as much, that's where it would save you some time to be like, hey, I'm going to win these anyways, might as well get them now. So again, Pro League, other League SBC cards. If I'm not going to use the championship, I'm only using MLS, I will go in later and just mass list those championship cards together rather than individually listing them right now where they don't have a high percentage chance of selling. So just because you see me chucking in the club, again, doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to have use in some way. I'll either use it or sell them in bulk. But either way, we benefit from it. If you really want to min-max, those silver rares and silver commons I'm getting from Bundesliga and Serie A, if I would try to list them for $350 for the silver rares and I get one to sell, I could easily pick one up on bid for $300 and save a little bit of coins. It's not going to matter too much, but you see the gist. Or if I sell a common for 200 plus and I can pick them up for 150, you save some coins. In the long run, that's not going to make too much of a difference, but if you already have coins. But if you're low on stuff, that adds up. Dude, Mukiele is such a good player, man. So good. There was an error. This is where the menus suck a little bit. This is where Pale Tools is superior. But again, two hypermotion cards in a Serie B. I could sell those to the market and buy them for cheaper on bid if I wanted to min-max. I'm just going to chuck them back in the club to use later. 2. Let's go for 800. Let's go. Let's go. This means something, man. Kamada. Beautiful. But also, too, another thing to kind of keep in mind. I know we've talked about a ton of different grinds this stream. But the thing I want you to understand more than anything else is no matter how you're choosing to grind, at the end of this game cycle, a new one begins and none of this stuff comes with you. So even if you're not doing things for profit, you're just trying to make as much things as possible. Imagine the grind we're doing with the mix into the premium. This into save packs into everything else we're doing, even if we were losing coins on it, think about how many coins we'd actually have to lose on it to be at any sort of risk of running out of coins completely. We would have to be doing like 1,000+ runs a day and being extremely wasteful with the buy nows or the bids or the selling on of stuff. And that's the benefit of having more and more coins. That's another rare. Need a hundo. Just a quick sell. Beautiful. Alright, so we're starting to get some Pro League golds now. Awesome. Let's keep that. CSL, we'll keep those. Inform. Let's go. 13K plus. Just like that. And it's not even the rare. So that one section that we did for very few coins and probably spend 0 on recycling back into the mix again. Little things like that make even more coins over time. Weak. Mixed. I'll probably never understand how you have reached the point you have, the amount of players you have combined with the amount of save packs together with the coins that I think you have made profit on. Is there something in particular you feel like that is stopping you from understanding? How far into doing it yourself have you gotten? Maybe that's the difference maker. because I feel like we've shared everything possible. And we'll continue making more kind of guides on additional things to look out for, additional steps, additional things to help me not get SBC banned, save time. Is there something in particular that is of question? Actually, I think I might have a tool that might help a little bit more. Let's calculate something real quick. I'm gonna do something. Hanson, could you tell me the price you do the premium for? If you had to buy everything out, what would be the price of the premium, to your understanding? Okay. I'm going to say as him, I don't understand how you have so much coins and players because I made 8K and spent that on players. Okay, so I'm going to word something a little differently. It's not going to be a perfect wording and the math isn't going to be completely correct, nor is the exact number on the backside of this. But if I, let's say, bought out 25 mix, like I said a standard day looks like, where I buy out everything in the mix, and I'm not doing necessarily buying out for everything. I did bids from other stuff. I take the 9.2K I spent maybe down to a little less than 9K. But for this, we're going to say it's 9K, okay? If I did 25 runs at 9K for the mix, that is 25 runs at 9K, 225,000 coins I spent. So maximum I've spent was 225K. With that, we've already determined I most likely could, for no cost or very little cost per run, probably do another 10 plus mixed runs. We're not going to include that right now. Off of just daily, me doing 25 runs, I could probably off that 25 runs do 10 to 15 premium mix daily without having to spend another additional coin. The reason I say that is if we take our daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold, tradable and untradeable packs from the mix while saving the final pack, I'm getting enough cards in each section that I can easily, consistently grind those areas. And even if I got closer to the 15, I was running low on untradeable Pro League or Portuguese cards, or you did want to use some coins to buy some, you could. But the way we're running it, with constantly getting them under the buy nows, being able to flip them later in the day for pure profit if we wanted to, packing them, not selling them instantly, being able to reuse them, I could easily do another 10 to 15. If we went to sell everything off of those numbers, the tradable packs for a bare minimum 25 runs in the mix, let alone another 10 probably, would be a total of, let's say, 35 runs, 70 tradable packs there. We could take our average value we get in each of the tradable packs of the mix to get an understanding of how many coins we get back there. And if we did upwards to 15 premium runs, you can do the math on the jumbo gold and the premium, the prime electrum as well. Bare minimum, Those would be the front-end coins. We're now not even talking about the quick sell of off-league players, the untradeable off-leagues that be put into bronze upgrades, silver upgrades, crafting upgrades, the daily player picks for 10k plus a day. We're not discussing the crafting upgrades that you could put back in to get more premium runs easily. We're not discussing the 8210s and the League SBC 85s that we're getting to do provisions packs that I'm personally saving. But if I wasn't, you guys could open, get more cards to do more premium runs and make even more easy coins. That's not even mentioning the marquee matchups we do weekly for pure profit. That's not mentioning the daily SBCs, low-end SBC sections of player SBCs, whether we complete them completely or not, turning untradeable to tradable packs. That's not including packing Team of the Weeks like we just did that can pay for a run plus in a single pack. That's not including the, again, tradable League SBC players that I'll sell on later for more coins. That's not including the consumables at my club that I have yet to sell on. If you add all those things together, it has to go so far while saving packs that any amount of coins I didn't make back already, we have additional packs that we haven't opened. That once we open and recycle even more, we make even more from. Stop doing the mix because I feel like premium was better value. Okay, so that's the issue we're running into. I understand where your value from the premium comes from. I'm not disagreeing with that. However, can we both acknowledge that if you're not doing our mix grind all the way through, you can't expect the rewards from the mix grind that we're getting? Is that a fair assessment? If you're doing the premium the way you want to do the premium instead of the way we recommend it from the mix, can you see where that difference builds in over time to an insane level? Okay, let's use championship cards that we never get around to using. Do Cochran. Is that 73? It is 73. Let's go. Left mid, striker. Oops. There we go. What did I not use? Oh. I keep forgetting Loon got relegated. Whoops. Hi, Mama. You had a good Christmas, you too, brother. Oh, am I SBC banned now? Oh, no. It finished it. I have 1.1k packs. Is there any good? I have 70 82 10s and 40 85 2s. Is that any good? I would say that's really good, buddy. GG. I've almost completed 100 of the premium, and now I got 133 La Liga and Prem section pack saved. I'm only doing premium because I don't understand how to do the mix into premium. How can I complete these League SBCs faster? You probably have a min-max of 50 a day before your break-even or loss of coins if you're doing dailies and our daily methods with the premium into the premium only. The better you do the mix, though, the more you can do the premium and increase those numbers. C-Barbs, he explains it to you each stream. I do. He doesn't understand it, though, so I don't know what else I can do. C-Barbs will continue making resources for the mixed along with other grinds as we go. We're not going to keep repeating videos on the mix itself, step-by-step grind that we already have. It's there, it works. But we will show you additional tips to make it easier and easier as we get closer to Team of the Year. So I would continue watching the videos as they come out for better help in those areas, brother. So I have to do around 50 a day to start to break even? No, that's not what I said in the slightest. What I'm saying is you're not taking it far enough. You're looking at the front end. You're looking at if you bought a single run, the coins you're spending on the mix. If you opened a single one of those tradable packs and try to quick sell those items back to the market or whatever you're doing with just the mix itself, you're trying to say that doesn't work the same way I'm doing it. Because that's not the way I do it or calculate it. You're not calculating the premium runs that you're going to be doing, hundreds per week. You're not computing the amount of consumables that you'll sell on over time that you don't sell instantly. The minimum quick sell value, 5K plus, you might compute for the jumbo. But there's other... Oh, I keep doing the wrong thing, dude. What am I doing? I'm doing Bundesliga 2. What's the most you've done in one day? Let's start with that. What's the most of the mix you've done in one day in recycled? I still don't understand the mix, so I don't even bother anymore. That's fine. You're just not going to be able to benefit from it. Which, if you don't want to benefit from it, that's fine. But you can't keep asking us to help you because you're stuck on another grind that's not working the same way that ours is if you're not using our grind. Because we can't help you any further than that. Can you explain how to craft them unlimited? Yep, if you guys are newer to the channel and haven't seen our menu grind playlist, it is pinned in the comments. It's also linked in the description of the stream. We have step-by-step videos for any grind on the channel that you're looking for. We have mixed grind, premium grind, we got Pale Tools tutorials, all those to help you guys out. And if you're still stuck on any of those videos at any specific steps, if you leave a comment on said video what you're stuck on and where you're stuck, I can go into that video and help you with that individual step with more information and more context. And we'll continue making more videos on more topics about those as the weeks go on leading up to Team of the Year as well. We got one coming out tomorrow in regards to provisions, kind of what the move is from this point on, whether you should be saving provisions, opening provisions, what benefits you more League SBC runs now, more liquid coins now, more packs saved later, more league specifics later. We're going to run through like the min and max into that. Thanks, you deserve a sub. Hey, appreciate it, man. Maybe like 20, I think that's a problem. So if you've done 20 as a max on a day-to-day, and it sounds like that's not a day-to-day thing. That sounds like it was a one-time thing. I'm not saying that's not good. Don't get me wrong. That's fantastic. But when you have questions where you're saying things like, you don't understand how I still continuously have all these cards in my club at all times, with the knowledge that I do usually a bare minimum of 25 plus runs a day to get ready for stream, and then we open those, we recycle those, and then we sit here and do the mix nonstop off of those, and then the premium nonstop off of those, crafting upgrades nonstop off of those, dailies nonstop off of those. That might be where the disconnect comes from. You're seeing the recycled portion of it. You didn't see the initial things we bought out. But even when we do that, you see the coins really don't move all too much. If we're just buying out the mix and we're holding some packs, opening some, you might see a few 100,000 swing here or there. But the value just ever keeps increasing the more we do. And the better we are at saving the packs, tradable and untradeable, opening at times where there's more benefits to it, when we have less untradable and tradable in the club so we can stockpile easier, we don't have as many duplicates. When our dupe storage is empty, so we don't have to constantly have to worry about quick selling. When our transfer list is empty, so we can throw things up. When we have room to list things to make additional coins. All those things compound together. And then I guess the question off of that for Hanson and anyone else, and even C-Barbs. Genuine question. Would you say on a weekly basis, you guys are using your off-league untradables from Mix to do marquee matchups for 5 tradable packs each week? Yes or no? Every single week are you doing that? Are you also doing the tradable packs from challenges the days they're out? Yes or no? Are you also using your low-end dupe storage untradables and off-league untradables to do player of the month, other player SBCs for the lower-end squads for tradable packs? Like if there's an 83 squad, are you making the 83 squad for a tradable pack? Are you doing your daily 80 plus player picks and making a minimum of 10k plus from the silver packs? Are you doing your daily 85 plus picks with your untradeable gold rares from off leagues and making thousands of coins on that too? And getting more fodder to make more provisions. Oh yeah, I use auto SBC for everything out of leagues. Okay, so auto SBC might be where we differ too. When you say you use auto SBC, run me through that process again, because it doesn't sound like you're as hands-on as me, right? So maybe you're not understanding where the value comes from or where it goes, if you're using that. Maybe that's another thing that we're different on. Just going to go for 200 smaller gold mix pack since I'm on 133. That's fine. So the one time I actually ask questions, I get called a troll. I mean, it's not that you get called a troll. It's people genuinely can't... They don't know when you're serious or not. Because the way you engage with it is not always in the best of faith, I would argue. Another walkout from the mixed league. Is that Pina? Let's go. Mixed league for the win, baby. Cold. I wish she was still super expensive. So that's a whole nother league SBC run basically paid for by this one pack alone. Let's go. Good into Evo. You're always being serious? I feel like in terms of your save packs though and your coins, both things only continue to go up. Am I wrong? I feel like you have way more coins than you started with. And you have way more packs than you started with. As long as those numbers continue to go up, it sounds like you don't even need the mix, really. You're just going to hit a maximum of how valuable it is to do just the premium daily, which is fine. She's the best player to put in that 40k Evo. I only use Evos for Sunderland players, so even if she's the best one, her price is up a little bit probably because she's the best one. I'll sell her because of that, but I'm not going to use her. Right, I might sound stupid to you, and I know it sounds stupid because I fully understand the grind. What players to buy, I got the template, and I do see that it's working, but then I feel like it takes too much time, and then I stop. Okay, so we found the real problem then, which is fine. That's a valid problem to have, and I would agree. This grind is a long grind. For a lot of people, it's boring, or they don't want to see it all the way through because it takes a lot of time. It sounds like that's the real problem then. It sounds like the problem is not that the grind doesn't work. It's that you don't want to see it fully through. Which is fine to accept that and is completely understandable. Just know then that you can now probably see even more so why it works in the area where it's stopping you. Which is a fine concern to have. You can see like, hey, realistically I see how he's maybe making more coins on these. How he's recycling into more. But if I don't want to take it that far, I'm probably not making as many coins back. So now for you, the way I would look at it, Hanson, and for C-Barbs as well, maybe your way of doing the mix isn't doing the mix for a profit. Maybe your guys' way of doing the mix is I want to see how close to break even I can become. And if I already have millions of coins, like C-Barbs has over 1 million, the way I would do it if I was C-Barbs would be like, okay, I'm going to spam this down to 1 million and I'm going to see how much I can recycle. We're going to see how many premiums I can do. I'm going to see how many crafting upgrades I can do. I'm going to keep doing that, and then I'm open all these packs, recycle it constantly. I'm going to get back up in coins. I'm going to take it back down. Get back up, take it back down. Get back up, take it back down. the process of doing so, you're doing an additional probably 10 to 15 minimum premium runs a day. You're doing tons of crafting upgrades. You're doing all your player picks. You're doing your 85 player picks, 80 plus player picks, 82 10s. Okay, so you're at 2.3 now. So even better. C-Barbs, I would view it this way. View it as you're purposely trying to run out of coins, even if you wanted to do the premium. The way I would treat it right now is pretend you're trying to run out of coins. Have that be the goal. Spam League SBCs, whether the mix and the premium, mix into the premium, just the premium, premium into the mix, premium into premium, mix into mix into mix into premium. Whatever way you want to do it. Because you have coins to spend and potentially lose. If I was to learn the mix, I think I would have to get you to give me step by step. So you tell me to do something, I complete that task. And so to eventually I know what I'm doing. Can I ask you a question? Because I know you've watched the videos. Have you attempted to do a watch the first part of the mix, pause it, do the literal copy and paste exact thing, resume, next step, pause it, copy and paste the exact same thing with the understanding of what we're doing, resume, and then scale it out? Because just watching is one thing. Watching it and applying the knowledge from it is a whole different thing. And again, if time is the thing, that is a completely understandable thing. But that's the beauty in the method, is it doesn't have to be a day-to-day thing. You don't have to do 25 a day. Aim for 100 a week. Can you do 100 mixed a week? That's a little more than 10 a day. Can you start with doing 3 to 5 a day and scale it to 10 a day? Is there days where it's easier to pick these up in bulk? Do you want to save coins per run? Would it be better to do bids than buy nows? Can you min-max pale tools in console? For all those things. To get to that point. Tons of little steps you can take to save even more coins and make more coins. But all of them ends in the same thing. You're never going to run out of coins in your situation. Especially the amount you have. Well, the problem is making 100 per day. I'm putting myself to buy the players from League 1 and Air to Beast constantly. How about you? You're talking about the premium. Which is fine if you're talking about the premium. We're talking about the mix. And that in and of itself is the problem, I feel like, for a lot of people. Is you guys are spending more and more doing the premium into the premium, which will only get more expensive and have a limit to realistically how many you want to do a day before your coins really get sucked down. Versus the mix into the premium opens that door so much more. Because imagine doing the premium into the premium, but you then had an additional 10 to 25 mix runs you're running through, that you could do another 5 to 10 premium easily. You wouldn't have to buy any more cards for the premium. And even better yet, another way to think of it, the money you're spending to buy players for the premium, to get the packs in the premium, imagine essentially spending the same amount of coins on the mix, almost a guaranteed to make profit and or make your coins back, a majority of them, to have an additional chance to get promo cards, have an additional chance to get crazy stuff. In worst case scenario, you're getting the same exact cards you would be buying for said SBC that you can then put into the premium. So instead of looking at the mix as a waste of time, look at the mix as a way of, instead of buying your premium cards after you've done 25 to 50 runs a day and you're trying to scale it to 100, think of the mix as you're just making an additional pack for you in that grind. Like, for example, here, this one single pack we opened, every single card's a League SBC card. I could use all these in the premium and the mix all over again if I wanted to. I just got 3 Portuguese League cards in a single pack. Versus if someone tried to sit there and mass bid or buy now the ones they didn't have each run. That in bulk saves so much time, let alone coins. Yeah, and that's fine. If you guys don't like the mix, that's fine. But if you're trying to min-max the premium, there is a minimum and a maximum that it makes sense to do a day. Once you've accepted that reality, you're either going to do it more than that a day for an additional coin loss or additional time suck, or you include other aspects of a grind that could make it easier. So like for me, a perfect like comparison, you're probably doing the premium more than me a day, but I'm probably doing the premium a minimum of 20 to 25 times a day without really having to buy anything additional from the grind, just from what I have and what I continue getting into the premium. From that point, if I wanted to open the tradable packs, keep the untradables, recycle into more, I could. And I'd probably get further than the number you guys are, but I'm running it a little bit different. Which is fine. We can run things differently. But just make sure if you're trying to compare the grinds, that's where we're going to differ. If you're doing a different grind, if you're doing different routes, you can do that. There's no problem with that. Just don't compare it to what we're doing. Which I feel like is where some people get lost. They'll take different routes, say it's not working, but it's working as intended in reality. I'm just going to stop asking because I'm asking the same questions, but in wording it differently, I'm just going to continue to spend my life buying players. Whether you're doing the premium or the mix, you probably are buying players. The question comes down to what's the most beneficial way to buy players to make the most amount of packs, to give you the most amount of value, they give you the most amount of coins back, if not profit, and what's the best way to recycle them. And then also, how can you do said things without getting bored out of your mind? How can you do said things to continue to recycle without getting bid banned or SBC banned? Those are like the next steps of everything that become harder to answer. And so we're not going to be able to open all these today. There's just simply not going to be enough time. So what we'll do is I will try, I don't know how much time I'm going to have later tonight. I'm going to try to have, we have 45 tradable packs of the small Electrum left. We have 26 of the silver player packs. We have 145 of the small prime players packs, silver players packs. So we're going to have well over 200 tradable packs for tomorrow on stream to continue recycling, to show you guys additional pack pulls, additional things to recycle from the tradable side of things. I got to end the stream. I got to go work out. I have some videos to record. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, do me a favor, smack the like button, subscribe if you're new. Again, you guys don't have to have the specific grind down. If you guys want to go your own way, that's completely fine. We're going to continue to provide resources, regardless if you're doing the premium, if you're doing the mix, to hopefully make your grind even easier. And depending on how you want to save for Team of the Year and what you want to do, these videos are going to have additional value. So we'll see you tomorrow on Monday. We're going to have a bunch of content tomorrow. You will wake up 2 hours before content, you'll have a video. At new content, you'll have a YouTube short. In 4 hours after new content, you'll have a live stream. And we're going to test this format. We're going to see how it works this week. So lots of videos to come. Lots of shorts to come. Lots of live streams to come. Take it easy, guys. God bless. It's been your boy Mumble Elite, and I'm out. Peace.